Hi guys, in last video I have demonstrated how to use navigation features like using drill through and creating buttons and bookmarks, right? So in continuation with that video, this video demonstrate how to use advanced navigation features, how to use advanced visualization techniques. So this is the one of the very interesting feature which is provided by Power BI, that is top-end filtering. Means you can filter your data and you can show top few records. So let us learn this. So if you do not have the utilization page, then you can create a new page and then rename that page as utilization. So I hope you already have, because if you have followed my earlier videos, so you should be having the utilization page. In that I showed how to plot various kinds of graph where you are showing the utilization of the hours. So in my case I'm already having the utilization page. So on this, so I just use this page. I'm trying to reduce the size of this. Done. And then so create a table visualization, and in the table visualization the fields are the name from the people's table and utilization from measures. So just click in the middle of the page and then select a name from people's table. So expand people's table and select a name. So I have selected the name, and then from measures table you need to select percentage utilization. Done. So these two are selected. I just want to reduce the width of this. Then I want to move it to the top, so just drag it on to the top. Done. And you see here we have the two fields, name and then what is the utilization percent. So as you know, the total utilization of employee hours is 84%. Then we can filter. So expand the filters pane, and then filtering is by default set to basic filtering here. For the utilization, you see basic filtering, so you have to expand the basic filtering, and then under the name field you have to expand, and then you should be having a basic filtering, then change that to top n. So expand name, then the filtering type is basic filtering. So instead of basic filtering, so we are going to select top n. So we want to show top 10 items, so you need to supply the value here 10 by what? By utilization. So you have to drag utilization from measures onto by value field here. Just a second. So by value you have to add utilization, so drag and leave it over here. Then you need to click on apply filter. So these are the top 10, right? These are the top 10 people. So the filtering is applied. Next, so click on the format sub pane, and then we want to turn off the total. So while the table is selected, click on formatting options. So from here you have the total section. Under the total section you have to turn off the values. So now we are not showing the total. That is done. Next, scroll down and turn on the title, and the title is we want to have top performers. Select the table, formatting options as usual, then title you can find that in general. So the by default title is off, you have to turn it on. then make the title as top performers. Top performers. If you want, you can change the font, or you can also change the no the size of the font, or you can make it bold, or you can align. So heading is okay. Let's say I want to change this font to, for example, this one, CSG bold, and I want to align it to the middle center. Done. Right. Next, that is done. So font size you can increase or decrease. So let's make it 12 only to have a proper space. Done. So this is a table. So vertical bar is there. So in order to avoid this, I'm just increasing the size. Done. So here we are showing the top performers. Next, let us make a copy of this, and I would like to show worst performers also. So make a copy and drag it below the current visual, and instead of top performers, you can have worst performers. So top n, and then show items, not top. Now it should be bottom. So bottom 10, apply filter. Yep, these are the top 10. You have more people here because many of them are having zeros, right? So once you have done that, and resize this visual as necessary to the bottom of the page, and then format and change the title to worst performance. Go to the formatting. In general, you have title, expand it and make it worst performance. Worst performance. So now it's worst performance. So let us increase the height of this. So these are the worst performers. So like this you can show top fields, and you can also show bottom fields. And there is also the one of the feature that is using gauges and KPIs. So these are the metrics which are used to show some key values. So click on the blank area of the canvas, and I would like to have a gauge visual onto the page, and then add utilization from the measures as the value. So click on the blank space, then select a gauge visual. This is the gauge visual, so click on this. It is added over here, but we do not have proper space. So if you want, you can also decrease this the size of this. I'm decreasing the size, and then moving this to the top, and the value should be the utilization, percent utilization. Now it is added, and decrease the height. So utilization, it is showing 102 1.68 because it is not in the scale. Okay, so make it percentage. The format is percentage, and you want to show two digits, or you can also make it 0 digits, 0 decimal digits. Yeah, make it 0. So between 0 to 100, right, between 0 to 100 you have the utilization value as per the data is 84%. And if you want, you can show the title, or you can also disable the title. So just go to the formatting, in the general, turn off the title. So this is a gauge visual which is showing the utilization value. Next, we want to also set the target value displayed on the gauze as well. In that case, so we have set the target value to 80%, right? So in order to do that, we have to create a new measure. So right click on measures table and choose new measure, and the formula is this: has target utilization, which is equals to zero point 0.8. so this is a static value. So create a new measure, right click on measures, you can select new measure, so it is working on it. Now the measure is has target utilization equals to 0.8, 80%. So done. So select this, and under the target value, so here you have the field target value, so set the target value to target utilization value. So you can see the target is 80%, static value is 80%, but actual value is 84%. You can have a line over there. So that is setting the target value. Next, we also wants to have a KPI, key performance indicator. So click on the blank area of the canvas, then add the KPI visual to the page. KPI visual, so which is if you do not know, just click on the values. This is KPI, so click on it. So we need to adjust the space, so I'm just trying to remove it, so we do not have proper space. So what I do is I just move this table to the top. Okay, I just move this table to the top, and then we'll have a space, or else you can keep the table here itself. And now move this visual over here, and then we need to add the values. Drag utilization from measures into the values field, and target utilization is set to the target value. So while it is selected, in the value utilization, and in the target you have to drag target utilization value, and expand with the calendar, and you have to drag year into the trend axis. So this shows the value. So increase the width of this, and decrease the height, and we don't want to show this title, so it is looking a little bit awkward, or so we can disable that. Go to the general formatting, general, then disable the title. So you can see our actual is 84% and goal is 0.80, so plus 4.78 is there. Okay, plus 4.78 is there. So this is the KPI visual. Next, we can also have what if parameters. That means based on the condition, you can have the values, you can have the change on the visuals. So managers wants to increase or decrease the target utilization value. So just now we have created a measure target utilization value, but that is static value. We set the value to the static 0.8. But sometimes user managers would like to increase or decrease this value based on the business objective or scenario. In that case, you can go for creating a what if parameters value. So to create a what if parameters, you need to click on modeling tab, then in the what if section you can find new parameter and select the sub value as numeric range. So go to the modeling, then here you have new parameter, select numeric range, then you'll be getting this. Okay, you'll be getting this. And parameter name, so parameter name we would like to have so target utilization, set this value as target utilization. Then data type is whole number, minimum is will make 50 and maximum is 100, increment by 5. So it is going to add a slicer, right? If you just drag, then it will increment by 5, and the default value we want to have is 80. Then click on create, so it will add a slicer on the page. So you can see the slicer has been added. So this is the target utilization. So if you change this value, let's make it to, for example, 85. It also affects the other visuals. So I'm changing the utilization value to 85. So it changed to 85, but other values are not affected because you need to add the value, you need to add this measure newly created values. So in order to have an effect, what you need to do is, so it will create a new table. You can minimize this to see. You see new table has been created, target utilization. When you expand it, you're having two fields, target utilization and then target utilization value, right? So you need to have an effect on the other fields, right? When you click on this, the formula is automatically created. So target utilization equals to generate series in the range of 50 to 100 and incremented by 5. Okay, so that is automatically created. This is the value. So based on the selected value you are going to have, and the default value is 80. So these measures are automatically created. Now select this, instead of having this as value, instead of having the old target value, we change this to the new one. Okay. Now so we would like to modify this target utilization value, because we want to have a decimal value, and which is divided by target utilization by 80. So we want to have a target utilization decimal value. So just make a copy of this, and we are modifying this to have a decimal value. Target utilization value is equals to this one. So what are we doing here? Target utilization value divided by 80, right, multiplying by 100. So I'm converting this into percentage, and default value is 80. So the formula is changed. Next, switch back to the report view and replace the target value for the gauze to the new one. This is the gauze visual. So it is already selected here. Target value is the old one, so replace with the new one. Right. So replace with the new one. Also, but its formatting is decimal. Let's make yep. So decimal digits are 0. Right. So now you see target is 85, right? Target dynamic target value we set to 85, and we have less, so less than that. You can also increase this. For example, I'm making this to 90, so it is also shown. Dynamic value is shown here. Next, also apply the same on this particular visual. Select KPI and replace this target utilization by target utilization value. So just drag and leave it over here. So as you can see, the target is 90% and actual goal is 84%. So 90 minus 84, so we have the difference minus 6.87, and the color has been no changed to red. If you decrease this, then it will turn it into the green, right? It also affects both the KPI and Gauss visual, right? We set the target to 75 and actual is 84, so plus 11.76%, and also shown on the Gauss visual. So this is how you can use Watu parameters, and you can also have the conditional formatting. So Power BI also provides the conditional formatting, which is used with the tables and matrices to provide the background colors. You can have the background color, font color changed based on the condition. So select the top performance visualization, and in the values area, right click on the utilization, choose the conditional formatting, and we want to set the background color to the selected color. Whatever the colors you want to have, you can have. For example, for top performers, I would like to have green colors, and for worst performers I would like to have red color. So select this under the columns, this click on the utilization. So here you have conditional formatting, and select the background color. The background color, you can have a gradient, or there are styles actually. So you can select okay, you can select any color. So let me select minimum is this, and maximum is this. So let me change this maximum value to green, for example, the green. Okay, then click outside, it's not applied. More color, here select the color, right? Now it is applied. Then click on, if you want to have add a middle color, you can also do that. So middle color is this, then click on OK, then it will change the color. So this is maximum, middle color, and minimum value. This is also maximum. So we have a color scale, so based on the color it will change the value. For worst performer also you can do the same. So that means based on the condition you can have the colors. So we want to have utilization column to be green if the utilization is greater than or equals to the target utilization value. Understand? We want to have utilization, we want to have a green color to the utilization column if its value is greater than or equal to the target utilization, and red if it is less than. So for that we would like to create a new measure, that is meets goal. If the goal is meet, then set the value to 1 or else 0. Right click on measures, create new measure, paste the formula and press enter. So done. Next, so right click on the top performance visual under the utilization, remove the, choose the conditional formatting, background color in that. Now we are going to select the rules. Okay, we are going to select rules. So this one, select top performers, under the utilization, conditional formatting, background color. So this time you have to select the formatting style as rules, and the field is utilization. If the, so from the utilization we have to select meets goal. If the value is right, we have to select the meets goal measure. Here greater than or equals to, if the value is equals to 0, here set the number. If it is 1, right, if it is 1, then I would like to have the green color. Then add a new rule, If it is equals to 0, here select number, then I want to have red color. Then click on OK. Now the background will be turned to 0 because these are the top performers. So apply the same on the worst performers. Select here rules. The field is from the utilization, from measures, select meets goal, and its value is equals to 1. Then is a number, the color is should be green. So new rule, if the value is equals to 0, select number, it should be turned to red color. Then click on OK. Now, so these values are lower, so turn the background color of this as red. So top performers and word performers, so we have applied conditional formatting to change the background color of utilization column. So like this, conditional formatting can be used, and we can also have quick measures. So quick measures are automatically created. The DAX formula for the quick measures are automatically created. So to have this quick measure, so expand hours table, right click on hours column, new quick measure, expand hours table, under the hours, column, click on new, on the hours column, right click, new quick measure. So under the calculation we have to select under the total heading, running total. This one, running total, is selected. Then sum of value, the field is, the field we want to set it as month column from calendar table. Right, month from the calendar table. Then ascending or descending, so ascending, then click on OK, so it will create a new measure. Click on add. So it has created a new quick measure. This one, you can also see the DAX formula here. Hours running total in month is equals to calculate the sum of hours, calculating the sum of hours, filtering based on the month. So it is created. Next, so is to keep all the measures together in the measures table. So select the modeling tab of the ribbon, then in the properties section change the home table from hours to measure for this newly created one, hours running total. So when you click on this, here you can see the home table, so change it to measures. We have hours, change it to measures. Then this particular measure will be moved to measures table. So it is here, it is moved. So like this you can change the table. So we want to have a new visualization by clicking on the blank area of the canvas, and then select this running total by month from measures and month from the calendar. So here select this. From calendar, select month. So from calendar, select month. So this is showing hours running total in month by month. So from this is January. So January, July, and these months are having less running total when you compare with the other months, right? So switch this to the cluster column chart, and from cluster column chart to the line chart. So by default it is cluster column chart, so change this to line chart. So this shows the line chart. The hours are decreased, running total is decreased. And next, you can also make the prediction. You can also make the prediction if you want. So this is how you create quick measures. Then we can also have tooltip. We can also have tooltip. Tooltips are the very interesting visualization on which you just show the summarized information, right? For example, at the end of the each chapter in textbooks, you can have a summary conclusion. So like this, within a small space, you want to show the important information, just like the advertisements in newspapers. So let us create this. So we would like to create a new page and rename this as tooltip. So tooltip, and we have to convert this page. This is a normal page, so we have maximum space. Go to the page of formatting options, and under the page information you have this, and then you see allow use as tooltip. So it is by default off, turn it on. So this is the actual space, right, which is allocated for the tooltip. So within this small space we want to show the information. So now select the view tab, and then in the viewer choose the page view and then actual size, right? Now we'll do that later for the moment. And so click on the utilization page and copy the gauge visual onto the tooltip. Okay, copy gauge visual on the tooltip. You can also change this to the you can maximize the size. This is a fit to width. You can click on this fit to width. Later on we'll just decrease the size. So go to the utilization page and copy this gauge visual. We want to show this on tooltip. Put it over here. Done. But this is the maximum space, we don't occupy much. Just move it to the top. Okay, move it to the top, and then we want to show the top performers. So copy top performers from utilization. Copy this, Control C to copy, and then come back to tooltip page and then paste to the left side top. So decrease the size and move it over here. The size is occupied a bit higher. Okay, let it be. So if you this is a small space, right? So if you want to decrease the if you want to have a proper space, you need to decrease the font size. So I'm trying to decrease the font size. So go to the formatting, and here in the values you see the size is 10, so I'm making this as 8. Okay, and also the title is also, column headers also there. So for column headers also I want to have 8 only, and for title we'll change the size to 8 only. It is 12. Done. So we have saved some of the space. Let it be like this. Next, below this we want to create a new visual. So what we are going to do is Select weekday from calendar and utilization. Click on the blank area of the space. From calendar, select weekday, and from measures, select utilization. And so here also you can decrease the size if you want. The values you can make it 8 only. And for column headers you can decrease the size to 8 only. And we'll want to put this over here. I'm trying to adjust the space. For this also you can change the size. Data labels on, and then you can make it you can decrease the size, making it to 10. Okay, so next change the style to condensed, and we want to turn off the total. And turn off total is there, so turn off. Okay, so total is not there. Next so the table still should look like this: percent utilization on the day we are having the utilization. So now we zoom the size to 245%, so you can make it 100% now. So this is the space, actual space. So within the small space you are showing the information. So who are the top performers, what is the utilization value, 84%, and weekday wise utilization. So more utilization is on Thursday, not Thursday, sorry, it's Wednesday, 86%. So this is how the tooltip is created. So these are the advanced visualization techniques in Power BI. So that's it today, and hope you are following us, and do subscribe our channel if you are not subscribed, so that you can also get the relevant videos in the future. So thanks for watching. So see you next time.